You're invited to celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
This MLK Day, the Hyde Park Art Center is hosting an all-day event filled with live music, engaging art activities, and inspiring discussions. Malika and Gregory join us with more. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, so Gregory, you decided to start this several years ago. Why did you think this was something important to bring into the community, especially at the Art Center?
Well, we were open, on Martin Luther King's birthday, and we weren't doing anything. So I said we need to do something, to bring the community together. And I think art is a communication tool, and it helps people express themselves. So I thought it was a natural to create, art activities to celebrate Dr. King.
And Malika, tell us a little bit about the artwork that you engage in. It's you're a clay artist, a potter. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about it.
I also teach there, and I have a senior program. You have to be 65 and over to get in that program. Then I have one for the young adults program. And we do a lot of clay and the ceramics, sculptures, and hand building.
And you brought some of your artwork. It is just stunning. We're seeing it right now on the camera. It's gorgeous. And you'll be one of the artists at the event that people can learn from. And we're going to talk about that in a bit. But I also want to talk about, Gregory, just the fact that, we're celebrating this legacy, something so important. And you mentioned how art can bring us together to do that. Do you find that it's why it's so important to kind of continue celebrating that in younger generations?
I think the history, for young people to understand what people before them went through, and just the struggle that people had, and using like art as an expression of social justice. So I just think it's important for kids.
And coming together and doing an activity, and then that can kind of facilitate discussions that you may not have had at home while you're sitting there.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
And there's going to be a wide variety of activities happening. There's going to be workshops, the hands-on activities like this one that Malika you're going to be overseeing. Can you talk about some of the different activities you'll have that day?
For the activities from like 11 to 1, it'll be family-friendly art-making activities. So we'll have like Malika doing this, printmaking, collage, zine making, which is like small magazines.
Yes.
We'll have film screenings and performances, live performances. CSO is coming, not the CSO, let me say that. A quartet from the Civic Orchestra of the CSO will be there performing, a group Ono. So it's going to be a full day. We're going to have partnering with the Court Theater to do a writing workshop around their upcoming play, Raised in the Sun. So it'll be all types of activities, all ages, and it's free, I'll say that.
The best part, right? We're all looking for something to do on that day. Malika, can you take us through one of the activities and show us? You brought a final product right here.
Okay.
One of the things we're going to do is we're going to do mobiles made out of air dry clay, so they'll be able to take them home with them the same day. And they're going to be pre-cut pieces of air dry clay that symbolize the hope, love, endurance, and persistence. And that's one thing that we're thinking about as far as helping them understand why we do this for MLK Day. So what you do is that you have a tier. So we're just going to do one tier. And you just have you string one together with the top.
And you've already made these clay pieces for us. And just as you said, they're air dry, so they don't have to go into a kiln or bake or anything like that.
They're really easy, and if they wanted to, they could paint them, using acrylic paint. So these will be prepared for them, some of them, and then there'll be some clay that they want to do their own thing that they can do that.
And as you do it, you mentioned too, I mean, you're talking about really important aspects like the peace, the love. Every piece means something else.
Because, for example, there's a heart here, which is, a universal symbol for love, which is what Dr. MLK Jr. taught. So.
And then we talk about that, and there are people, like Greg was saying, art is something that brings everybody together. So people are more receptive to when they see something visual. As opposed to someone just talking to them. So this is a very good conversation to have with our young adults.
Malika, in terms of your overall work, I know we just took a look at some of your work on the table here. What would you say your general themes are? What have you kind of found the most inspiration and most passion
of the things that comes from me are nature and things that just happen around me that I use. So it's not one thing. Sometimes it's just things that if you see something in nature or something that triggers a thought or an emotion, and that helps me to create my artwork that way.
Well, Malika, thanks so much for being here. And Gregory, you're the Director of Partnerships over at the Center. So if you're interested in partnering with the Center, this is the man you got to talk to. So thanks so much for being with us.
Beautiful.
MLK Day celebration is January 20th at the Hyde Park Art Center. For more information, just head to hydeparkart.org or find them on social media.